be going live here right now. Hello, welcome to Corona Concert 6, the Ice Cream Social. Hope you brought your ice cream.
I wish.
So, go ahead.
No, well, we're back by popular demand. We're gonna have Holly. Do you notice the split screen there?
So, we are some high-tech rednecks. Well,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
that
just
rednecks.
let us know
maybe.
when she gets there.
So, oh, I see her now. Yep.
Are you there?
Hi, Holly.
Oh,
Hi.
hi. Awesome.
You can't see me on the screen, but I hear you guys.
Okay.
So, here we go. We're gonna, oh, there's my yellow pick. Now I got two of them.
Okay.
All right, so folks are probably just logging in right now, so we'll give you a few seconds, but we're going to go ahead and do a song. Give some folks a chance to log in anyway. We'll just start out with a song. We've been playing around trying to test our timing and stuff, so. Is it not there yet?
No.
There you go.
No.
Live right there.
Oh,
No, yeah.
I guess I was. Okay. There we go.
All right. We are high-tech rednecks. Look at that. Holly's not in the screen yet, but she's got to be coming.
Time delay.
There
or
she
something.
is.
Oh, yeah, I
All
see.
right. Now we can-
I can hear you
now
guys,
we
so.
can-
Okay.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. So this is
You
a
guys can hear
miracle.
me.
Miracle of modern technology. We might talk over each other once in a
Yeah,
while with
delay,
the time delay and stuff, but
Okay.
so we'll explain it all later how we pull this off. But anyhow, so we're going to try to make it work. The first song you've heard many times called Glory Road.
Right on.
Well, is this road that you're traveling dark, deserted, or dim? Is there hope for tomorrow? Just put your trust in Him. On this glory road I'm traveling. Many times I've stumbled on my way, but praise the Lord, I'll soon be leaving for that land of perfect peace with His. Well, I can see the lights of home, I can see it on His throne. I'm too near home to turn back now. Praise the Lord, I'm heaven bound. My journey shall end, I'll say goodbye. The through the stream, the sea, that fair land I'll take my stand. It's good to be on this road to glory land. Well, I can see the lights of home, I can see Him on His throne. I'm too near home to turn back now. Praise the Lord, I'm heaven bound with my journey shall end, I'll say goodbye. Good world of sin, that fair land I'll take my stand. It's good to be on this road to glory land. It's good to be on this road to glory land. All right, Glory Road. So we're pretty high tech with the cell phones and cameras and things. We got that all working. We almost got to turn the guitars on when we
Oh,
started.
yeah. Sorry.
You know, you can't think of everything. So this next song we have not done together in like forever, so I'm not sure if I even have the melody down on this. We ran through it once quick, and I kind of struggled, so we'll wing it and see what happens. But here's a good song about mothers. Mother's Day is coming up. Mothers never, the kids never grow up, right? They're always your baby. You're always worried about them. So it's kind of the same way with fathers too, but we don't talk about it. So anyway, the song is called Covers Me With Prayer. We would splash through the puddles on cold rainy days. Me and Mom would make up stories about wild tigers and crazy things. Daddy showed me how to grow up, be a man and take charge. But Mom loved me with a kind and gentle heart. Now I thank the good Lord that He put me with Mom. She showed me how to laugh, that love will lift your heart. She used to cover me with blankets from the cold night air. But now that I am grown, she covers me with prayer. Me and Mom would bake cookies, and she'd let me eat the dough. One summer night we went to see a drive-in picture show. She taught me at Bible school how to hold my hands and pray. At night we'd say our prayers and thank God for the day. Now I thank the good Lord that He put me with Mom. She showed me how to laugh, and that love will lift your heart. She used to cover me with blankets from the cold night air. And now that I am grown, she covers me with prayer. All right. Well, happy Mother's Day, Mom. I know it is what? It's about a half a month early or something?
Yeah, coming up in May.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And your mom, too,
Yep.
going to be,
Oh, wow.
has a birthday coming up here in a
Yeah,
few days.
she will be 93. So.
93 years young.
Mhm.
Still getting out, doing stuff when we don't have a
She hasn't gotten out
lockdown,
much,
you know. But, yeah.
No. She's
But, all right. Hey, she is itching to get out in the sun, though. So we're going to get her a chair out on the porch or something. So here's an old classic. Actually, you know, tonight is an ice cream social. So, I don't know, did anybody log in yet? Oh, yeah, there's
Oh, yeah.
a few people on there. You see Holly okay there?
Yeah, I see her.
Okay. So tonight we want to hear what kind of ice cream. I'm looking for places, as soon as they let us out of this quarantine, I'm going to get on my motorcycle and we're going to go try out different ice cream treats across the UP. So I want to hear what your favorite concoction is, whether it's a sundae or a banana, no, not a banana split, but anyway,
He hates
yeah, no bananas for me,
I-
me, but a sundae, a shake, an ice cream. Put it on the thing here, and then I'll make a list and I'll try to try all of those this summer. That's our project. I didn't tell her that yet. That's going to be our project. Get on the motorcycle, drive an hour, and try one of those ice cream.
I need to order a new shirt.
So, all right. Also, one other announcement is Rick Misha was kicking tail in our Name That Tune contest
The
last week.
I don't know if it was last week.
Was that last
I
week?
don't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
The weeks blur
So,
by.
he kind of put the gauntlet down. I at first, when she was saying your brother got that one, I thought she was talking about Clint, but it was Rick getting all of these answers right. So he won by quite a margin. So you guys are going to have to pick it up
He's
a little
gonna
bit
do
this
some
week.
tonight.
I don't know if Rick is logged in right now, but we're going to give you about, I don't know, I got about 5, 6, 7 songs that we're going to do the Name the Tune thing. So that's coming up. So right now, I'll tell you this tune. It's called Jambalaya.
Yeah. This is the dancing one. You gotta get up and dance.
Yep, if you want a polka, here is your chance. Goodbye, Joe, me gotta go, me oh my. Me gotta go pull that girl down the bayou. My mom's sweetest one, me oh my. Son, the guy will have big fun on the bayou. Well, jambalaya, the crawfish pie, the Philly gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna jar and be gay. Son of a gun will have big fun on the bayou. Different goes, the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come see on by the dozen. Dressing style, go hog wild, be of my own. Son of a gun will have big fun on the bayou. Well, come by the crawfish pie, the Philly combo. For tonight I'm gonna sing my shares of me old. Big guitar, fill for jar, and begin. Son of a gun will have big fun on the bayou. Yeah, son of a gun will have big fun on the bayou. All right. Last year, or maybe that was 2 years ago already, when we played at the Mishaw Family Reunion, I substituted the Mishaw names instead of the Fontenot's and the Thibodeau's. But anyway,
well, your mom said, so good to see you, Holly. Great job.
yeah.
So, okay, Holly,
Hi, Holly.
I think we're gonna do you're gonna do a name that tune, and then we'll do the next song that we have on our list.
All right. Did anybody put in there what's the best ice cream concoction yet?
I didn't
See
see
if you can
that.
see that. I'm going to go ahead and give you a name that tune
Yes,
challenge, and she can do a little reading.
Well,
Oh.
Jimmy in Arizona said he likes Blue Bunny.
Blue Bunny.
I don't think you've ever tried
I don't
that.
think I've ever had blue ice cream
Oh,
before.
Cookie Crunch and Fudge Sundae.
I am willing to try.
Ooh, that sounds good.
As a matter of fact, if you come here, we'll go get one for each of us, okay? How's that?
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll come out there and we'll do it there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Name that.
Name that tune. We got
Well-
an easy one to start off with, but I'll tell you this week's is going to be a little bit tougher. So let's see if I can figure out this first line here.
But you want to know the singer.
So we want to know the singer. Yeah, you're going to know the name of this song right off, but you can type in the name. But
The initials.
just like last time, you can type in the initials of the singer so that you don't have to do a lot of typing. Here we go. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me at Rosa's Cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. That's all you get. All right, we're going to move on. The other thing we want to do tonight is read some scriptures that have been helping you guys get through the Corona shut-in, okay? So if you think of, type in your ice cream story or your just a scripture reference and we'll read it here. Actually, we're going to need, I think we got a Bible right behind here. All right, we're going to do a Merle Haggard tune for you called Sing Me Back Home.
Ready, Holly?
The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. Sorry about that. And I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend be my request. Let him sing me back home the songs I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive and take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. I recall one Sunday morning when a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel song. Well, I heard him tell the singers there's a song my mama sang. Would you play it once before you go on? Won't you sing me back home the songs I usually hear? Make my old memories come alive. And take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. Sing me back home before I die. Well, I can hear Holly playing, and it sounds like it doesn't sound like we missed 2 months.
Okay.
We're hanging together pretty good so far, so.
Okay, so Alicia has MR, and then
Marty
you typed out-
Robbins,
You
you
did
got it.
type out Marty Robbins.
All right.
I
Correct.
think she was, oh, no, your mom had MR
Oh,
first.
my beat
I
you
gotta
to
go
it.
back a little bit here. Yeah.
Scroll it back. So do we have any other ice cream concoctions? That's what I'm interested in.
So, Cynthia asked if your mom's birthday, it's my mother's birthday that's coming up.
Yep.
Your mom's is in December.
Right. Yep.
Okay, so what will you,
So,
I didn't see any other ice cream.
I don't know if there's any other grandkids watching. If any of the other grandkids are watching, type in your favorite ice cream.
Yeah.
And we'll set up a time to go get some with you. Okay, what's our next tune here, honey? All right, we told you they're going to get a little tougher. Now, this one isn't too tough. You guys have heard this song, but you got to come up with the singer. We're still in the country genre, so if you knew Marty Robbins, you might know this one. Whenever I chance to meet an old friend on the street, they wonder how does a man get to be this way. I've always got a smiling face every time in any place, and the reason is in this song that I always sing. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Oh, so title or initials of the singer. And we're going to go, is that the next song?
Yes, it is.
Really?
So we got.
All right, so we need our timing down on this one.
Yeah, because this is.
Did Holly go somewhere?
No. Oh,
She disappeared.
Holly.
I'm back. I'm here.
You're there? Okay, we can hear her. I don't
Okay.
see you there, but all right. Little technical difficulty. That's odd. The video's in delay, but the sound isn't.
Oh, okay, she's back.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
so.
Just a little talk with Jesus. So I don't know if you guys heard the news, but the bass singer for the Statler Brothers passed away last week. I think he was 80 years old. Harold, what's his last name?
I thought that was it started with an R.
Is it Reed or something like
Yeah,
that?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Anyway,
So we're gonna do this.
give us a lot of entertainment through the years, the Statler Brothers. So here's one of their songs called Just a Little Talk with Jesus. Well, I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in, and a little light from heaven filled my soul. He break my heart in love, and he wrote my name above, and just a little talk with Jesus made me whole. So let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry. He will answer by and by. Now when you feel that prayer wheel turning, he'll know the fire is burning. He'll find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Well, I may have doubts and fears, and my eyes be filled with tears, but Jesus is a friend who watches day and night. I go to him in prayer, and he knows my every care. And just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. So let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, He will answer by and by. Now when you feel that prayer wheel turning, you'll know a little fire is burning. You'll find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. So let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell Him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry. He will answer by and by. Now when you feel that prayer wheel turning, you'll know a little fire is burning. You'll find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. You'll find a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
All right, let's see if we
That
got
was
it.
for Harold. So did anybody guess what that song was?
Okay.
Never had a chance to meet.
Yep. I think the first one that got it is Gary Shelow.
Gary Sheedlow. Hi, Gary. Glad
And
you're
that
watching.
was Charlie Pride.
Charlie
A
Pride.
lot of
You got
people
it.
got that one.
A lot of people got it right. Yeah, see it. That wasn't too tough. Well, let's change it up a little bit. See if we can make it a little more challenging. Eh?
Okay.
Well, this one won't be much more challenging. I should have changed the order of these little. Let's see.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, this one.
Now we're gonna stay in the country genre. If you can guess this one, you know your classic country and gospel. I'd rather be in a dark cold grave and know that my personal saved than live in this world in a house of gold. Deny my God and in my soul. That's all you get. All right, who's saying it?
Mandy's there. Hi, Mandy.
Hello.
Oh, let's see. We got.
So,
Your mom says HW.
there you go.
I don't know who that
She's
is.
on a roll tonight. HW. Who's HW?
I don't know this old song.
Who's the only singer that says per
Oh,
soul?
yeah.
Per soul. You're per soul.
Well, does it have a J after it? Or the original? Okay, Hank Williams.
Hank Williams, Sr.,
Okay.
the original.
Okay.
Or you could have said Luke the Drifter.
Okay. Alright, so next song. Holly, we're gonna do Heaven's Song is Sweeter. You got that one?
This is a piano
I got
tune,
it.
so yeah, cool. You got your piano ready? Here we go. Life has been so good, I can't complain. Who sang this one? When I ask, God gives me strength to rise again. When I'm weary from the struggle of it all, and I listen, oh, I listen for His call. Heaven is sounding sweeter all the time. It seems like living, it's always on my mind. Someday I'm gonna leave this world behind, 'cause heaven is sounding sweeter all the time. It's so hard to lose a loved one to the grave, but I know we have the hope that Jesus gave. For my God will wipe the tears from your eyes when we meet Him in that land beyond the sky. Heaven is sounding sweeter Someday I'm gonna leave this world behind, 'cause heaven is something sweeter all the time. Yes, heaven is something sweeter all the time. Cool.
Okay, so we had a few guesses on this.
Who sang that song? Heaven sounding sweeter all the time.
We had a couple people guess Elvis.
No, not an Elvis song. Did we finally stump them?
Ooh,
Is there a JS thing?
no.
No.
You gotta think of, let's see, give him a hint.
Cousin of Mickey Gilley.
Yeah, a real piano player.
Cousin of Jerry Lee Lewis also.
Okay.
Great Balls of Fire.
Okay.
Wait, this was a Jimmy Swaggart tune. Jimmy
Oh,
Swaggart.
you should have let him guess more.
So, well, they
Okay.
had the whole song to get that in. Was there any more ice cream comments there, Mike?
Oh, I didn't see any.
Now, just in case you guys weren't sure how this worked, this ice cream social, you're supposed to drop off a little pint or a quart of ice cream out here on the front step, and then we're going to
He's
collect
just-
it after the.
He's begging because there is none in our
There's
freezer.
none.
None.
I think she ate it all the first week that we were locked in. So, okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay, next song or?
oh, we had another.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Name that tune.
Name that tune.
So,
You're gonna get this
hey,
one.
Holly,
Yeah.
can you help me out on this? Name that tune. I don't know if you know this one. It's in the key of G. You should have it on that note on your sheet music there. You can just follow me along if you know it. It's a piano one though. I don't know. You just see it. If you don't know it, that's okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, my love, my darling, my hungered for your touch. Oh, hold it tight. So you can put in the initials of the band for that one, and we'll just move on here. So sorry to throw that one at you there, Holly. You just,
We
I
have
have no notes for that one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think she did on that. So we had your mom say UM, so that's the name of the tune, or no?
that's
yeah,
the name of the tune, Unchained Melody.
And then
So
what was
who's
that?
saying it? You need
Well, and she
you need
did-
3 letters.
She did say RB.
Yep. Well, that's the Righteous Brothers.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay.
Boy, they're doing good tonight. We're gonna
Yeah.
get them. We're gonna make them a little
Okay.
tougher.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Now y'all know this song, and y'all all heard Johnny Cash do it, but somebody else did this song too. Actually, before Johnny did it. So probably a number of people. But if you can think of the one that I think that made it famous, then type in the name of this one also. We're gonna do this whole song. The old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. And all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw driving through the ragged sky and up the cloudy draw. Brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny, their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear shot through him as they thundered through the sky. He saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi-yay. Those riders in the sky. His face was drawn, his eyes were blurred, his shirt all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that hurt, but he ain't caught him yet. 'Cause they've all ride forever on that range up in the sky. On horses on fire, as they ride on through, they cry. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay. Those riders in the sky. Those riders in the sky. Those riders in the sky. All right. What was the group that made that popular back in the day? Starts with a B.
Larry is saying, why do I want to say Highwayman?
Highwaymen? Nope, that was Johnny and Chris Christopherson. You know, I wouldn't put it past them if they did that song, but it's not the one I'm thinking of.
Dennis Sue says the Outlaws.
Nope. See, I told you they were going to get tougher.
Ooh.
This is a group from
RC?
the 60s.
RC?
Nope.
Is that the?
Nope.
Okay.
It's a group. And you might have to double check me on this one because I didn't look it up ahead of time. But we'll just leave that open, see if anybody comes up with it.
Rick says, oh, he listens to the Blues Brothers version.
The Blues Brothers, yeah. We know they did it, yeah. That wasn't the one I'm thinking of, though.
John Poets is asking if you know Big Iron by Marty Roberts.
Big Iron. The big iron on his head.
Oh, yeah.
Big iron on his head. No, we don't. Have never practiced that together.
We did do a Marty Robbins earlier, though.
Yeah.
Or no,
There was a name that tune for Marty. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Maybe we can learn that one for you.
Yeah. Well,
We do have a classic country one here for you, and I know you guys all know who sang it, and you know the name of it. It's probably one of the most popular country songs ever. But you know who wrote it, so we're going to go ahead. We're not going to tell you the answer on that last one. We'll get it after this. But if you know who wrote this next song. By the way, we've been listening back to some of these Corona concerts, and the sound quality is pretty poor coming through a cell phone. So if you have if you can run it through your house stereo or a Bluetooth speaker or a TV, gives you a little more bass. You can hear her bass then. We're just doing the best we can. One of the things, the whole purpose of these concerts was to create a sense of community and to find out if anybody was in need and people that we could help. So far, we've been checking on different folks, and it seems like everybody's handling things pretty well. If you're kind of struggling, if there's something you need, you can't get out, our church has a ministry where they will help. We will help. We will get you some help. So anyway, just take a look and did we lose?
Yeah.
Did we lose Holly? I see the monitor there.
So maybe she'll come back in a minute. Do you want to do another name that tune?
Yeah, we can go back and give them the answer for the one.
Oh.
So the Ghost Rider song, I believe, was made popular by the Ventures. So somebody can look that up and see if I'm correct on that. I'm doing that one out of my head, but anyway.
John Post wants a refund.
Oh no!
Because you didn't know the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we lost Holly. It looks like.
Yeah.
I don't see her on.
It's okay.
So
Okay,
we're having a little technical difficulty, but we'll be back.
Cynthia asked what church. So our church is Grace Church in Gladstone. I know she's in Green Bay, right?
Cynthia's in Green Bay, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Grace
So,
here. Oh,
so our little
Grace.
show here is reaching out to Arizona and Green Bay
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you know,
okay.
all around
Okay.
South Carolina, North
I
Carolina.
guess it
All right.
comes back.
So we need a
I'm
piano
back,
player.
I'm back.
All right, good.
Okay.
Again, the video is lagging the sound, but all right. So, go ahead and kick us off, Molly. Who wrote this song? Who wrote it?
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Crazy, thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving worry. Why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Crazy, thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving
Very nice, honey. Very nice, Holly. Cool.
Yeah, it's
Um,
a lot nicer doing that with a piano.
So, did anybody figure out who wrote that song? Who wrote that song?
Oh, well, we've got some Patsy Cline. Patsy Cline
Patsy
sang
Cline
it.
sang it for sure.
Who
Yep.
wrote it? Your mom.
Isn't that one of the
says-
greatest songs ever? I mean, it's kind of a sad song, but I just love that song.
Willie Nelson.
Willie
Your mom-
Nelson.
Your mom got it.
Ma's onto it.
See, yeah, he did write that.
Yep, Willie wrote that song. Willie really struggled when he was starting in his career. He had this little jazz background and kind of a funny way of phrasing his sentences, and he didn't sound like a hillbilly out of Kentucky, and he just didn't fit in there. But he hit that one out of the park, and then his career really took off. So. We'll give you another name that tune little thing, and then we're going to go to some gospel music here. So who performed this song, and what is the song? That's all you get. All right.
I think that
Now
your
it sounds a
mom,
lot more rocky in the original. I'm trying to do it on a countrified acoustic guitar, so
so I think
use your imagination a little bit.
I think your mom is having a little help from your dad on some of those.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, everybody has heard of the book of Daniel in the Bible. Awesome book. Short book. Good one to read. I wouldn't start there if you're just getting into the Bible. But if you've been in the Bible a little bit, you know your way around some, do yourself a favor and go read Daniel. Take your time and read a couple chapters a day. It's only 12 chapters long. It's full of prophecies. And pretty much the angels in the stories tell you what the prophecies mean. So it's a great place to start if you want to look at end times. And also, we've had a little Bible study going on Tuesday nights. Well, actually, every night last week.
Tuesday,
But if you're interested in end times, or if you're interested in why should I read the Bible, you can go on Isaac Mishaw Facebook or Yahoo or YouTube Isaac Mishaw, and all of the Bible studies and even these concerts are on YouTube. They're on Facebook. So, all right. So I started to talk about Daniel, and Daniel was praying, and an angel appeared to him, and he said, and told him some stuff. But part of that was, Daniel, I was dispatched when you started praying. Okay, and it took a while for him to get there, but he was held up by the prince of Persia, or I forget exactly now. But the point is, God hears the prayer. There's principalities and powers fighting all the time. God hears your prayers. The answer's on the way. That is the name of this next
That's what he
song.
told Daniel.
Yep.
But the answer was already on the way.
The answer was on the way. Sometimes the answer is no, but
Yeah.
but it's on the way. Many times I've bowed beneath the heavy load, on bended knee in prayer to God I pray. As I kneel there on the floor, He reminds me once more that the answer is already on the way. Oh yes, the answer's on the way, as I know. Jesus said it, I believe it, and it's so. Our Heavenly Father knows our needs before we pray, and you can rest assured the answer's on the way. There's a special need within your life, my friend. You're searching for the answer night and day. If by faith you start believing, might soon you'll be receiving, for the answer is already on the way. Oh yes, the answer's on the way, this I know. Jesus said it, I believe, and it's so. Our Heavenly Father knows our needs before we pray, and you can rest assured the answer's on the way. Yes, you can rest assured the answer's on the way. All right. Did anybody know?
I don't know if anybody even.
Ooh, it's 3 initials. Very popular song. I must be playing it really poorly if you don't know it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll even give you his first name, Stevie. Told you they'd be a little tougher.
Okay.
All right. Well, do we move on without an answer? Let's see here. Anybody put in?
I don't think anybody's answered yet. So
Oh boy,
a
we
little
have
delay
stumped
here.
them.
We're a little delayed.
All right, we got a little delay. I'm going to throw another one at you, so you can answer either one. We're going to go back in time a little bit, see if you remember this one. And we need the name of the band on this one. This is probably the toughest one of the night right here. If you can answer this one, I'll be impressed. Oh, where can my baby be? Lord, and burned. That's what the song's about. Anyway, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. That's not going to work, right? He's going to try to be good so he can see his baby. Doesn't work that way, right? How do you get to heaven? All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. None is righteous, not one, but by the grace of Jesus, right? If you confess with your mouth, believe in your heart that Jesus is Lord, you'll be saved. So just thought I'd throw that out there. All right. Now we're going to test our bass player tonight. Is Holly still with us here? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
All right. So this song is very unique in that it's made up of a bunch of song titles. It starts about the second verse, you get a bunch of song titles in here. It's got the corners turned down. I got the corners turned down in that old hymn book of mine, on all the songs that help me my Savior to find. I got the corners turned down on number 123, so I shall never forget. It was what lifted me. Got the corners turned down on Revive Us Again, and the one of the saints as they go marching in. The other corners turned down on I trust and obey. Why not come to Him now? And Lord, have thine own way. And on the old rugged cross in the garden alone, is it well with your soul? And Lord, I'm coming home. All the songs that will help save the soul of mankind. I've got the corners turned down in that old hymn book of mine. I've got the corners turned down in that old hymn book of mine. Well, I stumbled over a few of those, but did you recognize any of your favorite old hymns in that song? Lots of them in there.
Well,
So we have, what, the last two songs we need?
I see, I'm not sure, the last kiss, but Dennis and Sue said the Cavaliers, and that is
correct.
Oh, where can my baby
Where
be?
can my baby be?
Yep.
Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven and I gotta be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. Love that old music.
I'm not sure. I think Walt is really trying. That must be the other one.
TBV.
You want to try to tell them what? Did you tell them the name of the song? Then they can look it
The
up.
other one was Pride and Joy.
Pride and Joy is the name, so take that one. Okay.
Anyway.
They can look it up now.
All right. Pride and Joy. So,
Okay. Well,
I think that's about all we had for the...
yeah. Which one is we got?
We could actually take a name on this one. Everybody's going to know this song. We'll see if anybody knows who sang it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Holly, you got the next one
So
here?
we're still looking for
I believe so.
the performer on Pride and Joy. And we're going to look for the performer on this next song. But what I'm really looking for is some more ice cream concoctions.
Oh.
All I got so far is some blue ice cream, right? Me and Jimmy are going to go for it?
Yeah. But Alicia said if you left it on her doorstep, it would be melted.
Melted out in
It's
Arizona?
really hot now, yeah.
Well, all right. Nobody wants to go for ice cream with me. All right, here we go. Name the performer of this song. saying man is made out of mud. A poor man is made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bone. A mind that's sweet and a back that's strong. And over 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I went to the mine. I loaded 16 tons, cumberland coal, and the star boss said, well, bless my soul. I loaded 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, you better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. I got one fist of iron, the other of steel. Well, if the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You know, 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, when I hear that song now, after working at the paper mill for many, many years, I always think of this, you know, what's heavier, a bucket of coal or some paper, right? Paper, we would make some heavy glossy paper, but take a magazine, picture that against a bucket of coal. So this guy would work all day to bust up and drag out 16 tons of coal. And the little tiny paper machine that I worked on over there, I worked on the smallest one at the end, would crank out 16 tons of paper every 20 minutes. Paper. Not rock, just paper. So just something to think about.
Okay, we have some answers.
Oh, we got some answers now. All right.
Okay, so we have Dennis and Sue with SRV.
SRV, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yep.
Okay, and then you have
Stevie Ray Vaughan, Pride and Joy. Yep.
mint chocolate chip.
Ooh, no.
I love it.
I forgot to mention in the rules, no mint allowed.
Or banana.
Oh, or bananas. Yeah, I guess I am kind of picky.
No, okay, and then we have.
We can still go. Yeah, I'm not going to eat mint with you, okay?
Okay, so then the next, Alicia says EF.
EF for yes, or TEF. Yep.
Right.
Tennessee Ernie Ford. Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
And then Gary said, no, I don't never heard of this. Zanzibar ice cream.
Zanzibar.
Ooh.
Maybe we just see. This is what we were looking for.
Okay.
Something new. Okay, so we're gonna have to find out about Zanzibar ice cream.
Yeah.
Now, I thought about sending a note to Nancy Pelosi. She's a big fan of ice cream and
Yeah.
frozen yogurt. She's got like 2 giant refrigerators that are set up at her house that are just huge stainless steel things for
You
just
got
full
all
of ice
kinds-
cream.
Okay, you got
So she must throw some ice cream parties at her house, I guess.
vanilla with peanut butter and chocolate syrup, another banana split. Let's see, we got salted caramel fudge. Ooh, that one sounds good.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Now we're getting, yes. Okay, I'm gonna go through these notes after the concert here and scribble some of this down.
Okay, so where?
Hey Holly, what's your favorite?
It would be amaretto mac and island fudge.
Oh, back on fudge.
I could go for that.
Yes.
I could go for that. All right.
think
I
we
guess
need-
the dairy flow is gonna open up like Tuesday.
Yeah. That
So,
Gladstone's.
Yeah, Gladstone Dairy Flow. just for window service. You can't go in, can't congregate there, but you can stand outside the window, 6 feet apart, and that sounds like a lot of fun there.
I think we need to have Holly come and or do a song here. We haven't had her sing yet. What do you think,
Are you
guys?
gonna do one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm gonna grab my other guitar here and set this one down. Alright. What?
Nothing.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. So, I think they're gonna know this one right away. There's no sense even
Think
guessing
so?
this, and they know who did this one.
Alright.
All plugged in?
Lost my pick. Here we go. Ooh, too loud. Alright. Here's a song about the good old days. Remember when you used to have outhouses and chicken coop out back? My old boss there, my old buddy downstate, he says his dad used to tell him, you knew the world was getting screwed up when people started cooking in the backyard and going poop in the house. Makes sense to me, right? Okay.
Okay.
They used to do
We're
it the
talking
other.
about ice cream. We don't
They used to do it the other way around, right? I don't know who got that idea, but there we go. The good old days.
Tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy. Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, when the lines between right and wrong didn't seem so crazy.
miss some of the good old days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the good old days, would you be able to do a split screen thing like this? I don't know.
I don't know. You were talking about Revelations not too long ago. Oh, you need a pick.
I sure have a hard time keeping track of these little yellow picks. There we go.
Oh.
Revelations, yes, we've been studying the end times with according to Jesus. So Jesus talks a lot in Matthew, Mark, and Luke about the end times, and been a really interesting study. There's a lot of differing opinions on the end times, but Jesus lays things out pretty clearly. And when you get into Revelations and Daniel, yeah, there's some room for interpretation there. Lots of room for interpretation in Revelation. Although, if you let the Bible interpret itself, the vast majority of the information in Revelation is found in the Old Testament. So it's very, if you go back there as the source for how to interpret it, it clears up a lot of misconceptions. But not that we know it all. We are students trying to learn. We can see a few things plainly in the Word, and then there's a lot of questions. But if you want to join us, the studies are online, and we're going to meet tomorrow night, Monday night, for our last.
Well,
Should be the last lesson on the end times according to Jesus. Then I think we're going to go back and look at the Antichrist kingdom a little bit and do a little more study on that topic. But anyway, what time is it? So we're getting about wrap-up time here. We got a couple songs. So we're going to sing about John the Revelator. And what did John see? The last 2 chapters of the Bible. Everybody knows the first 2 chapters. Hardly anybody reads the last 2 chapters. Do yourself a favor and read the last 4 chapters, because you'll get a picture of Jesus returning triumphantly as the king. And then you'll read stuff in Revelation 20, you're going to go, I never heard that before. And then when you get into Revelation 21 and 22, the last 2 books, you're going to see a beautiful picture of what's ahead. So, and he saw a new Jerusalem coming down, adorned as a bride. That's the song mentions that. Upon the Isle of Patmos, a lad was cast one day. Didn't know quite what to do, so he began to pray. The Holy Ghost fell on him, the Spirit it came down. He began to write about the things he saw. The Revelator's name was John. I'm talking about John, the Revelator. He saw Jerusalem coming down. Yes, it was John, the Revelator. Well, he looked that way around. Saw feet like brass and eyes like fire. Heard a great voice saying, come up higher. John, the Revelator, he wrote about the city of God. While in the Spirit praying, John turned around to see if the voice that he had heard was what it seemed to be. Just like rushing water, he heard a great trumpet sound. Said, I am the first and the last. Revelator wrote it down. I'm talking about John, the Revelator. He saw Jerusalem coming down. Yes, it was John, the Revelator. Well, he looked that way around. He saw feet like brass and eyes like fire. Heard a great voice saying, come up higher. John, the Revelator, he wrote about the city of God. John, the Revelator, he wrote about the city of God. Oh, I guess we do have another one in here, yes.
yeah,
Thought we were, yeah, okay. All right, well, can anybody say something good about this shut-in? There isn't much good about it, right? I mean, we've had about 50,000 deaths or so. Probably, half of those could have been avoided. I think a lot of those were probably going to die of something, the flu or something else, but a good number of those wouldn't have had to die if could have captured this new virus in Wuhan, China, before it got out. Unfortunately, they let people fly all over the world except other places in China when they first discovered it. So So they seeded the world with this virus, basically. And now everybody's shut in all over the world. The economies of all the countries are in turmoil. But one good thing that's come out of it is people have had time to think about how fragile their world is and start thinking about how short life is. And I think a lot of people that I'm reading about have gotten a little closer to God over this whole thing. And, you know, it reminds me of 9/11. When the towers came down, a lot of people went to churches and started thinking about life a little bit, and that's great. You know, it kind of I don't know how much of that stuck. So through these concerts and through our studies, we're just trying to encourage people to actually open the Bible up and get to know Jesus a little bit. I put out a 4-book challenge. If you would read before you dismiss the Bible. You know, a lot of people just don't ever want to open it up. If you open it up and read Genesis and Exodus, they'll tell you what the problem of mankind is and give you a pattern for the solution. And then you read the book of Luke will tell you what Jesus did on this earth, and then the book of John will tell you who Jesus is. And if you read those 4 books, Genesis, Exodus, Luke, and John, you will have a pretty good overview of the Bible, what the Bible message is. And you should do yourself a favor. There's 66 books. At least read those 4 before you make a judgment on the Bible. I would recommend reading a lot more than that, but at least read those 4. Then you can make an informed decision about what you're doing. Could have eternal consequences. So anyway, we're going to move on. So this next song is Closer Walk with Thee, which we're hoping that this corona situation brings a lot of people into a closer walk with the Lord. All right, Holly's ready to go. I am weak, but thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to Thee. Just a closer walk with Thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to Thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. When my feeble life is over, time for me will be no more. Guide me gently to Thy shore, to Thy kingdom shore, to Thy shore. Just a closer walk with Thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to Thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. All right. Let it be, Lord. Well, I'm trying to remember, did we get all answers to all of our questions? I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yep.
So we got one more song, and we're all kind of dressed with flag.
Patriotic, yes.
So
Oh, we
a
got
lot of
another.
times we end our concerts with this song.
Yeah.
So,
God bless the USA. You know,
your mom says she loves this setup with Holly. included. It's wonderful.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool,
Great.
huh?
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
So, our shut-in, the governor's emergency powers expire on April 30th unless you've heard that the legislature has extended that. I know she put out an order saying, you know, we're extending stuff to May 15th or something, but I haven't heard them extend her power to do that. So we're waiting to hear. I hope they're negotiating with her, and we should hear some new news in the next few days. So I'm hoping next Sunday night we'll all be out and about
So-
doing whatever you want to be doing outside.
When we started this, we would never have thought. This,
6
I
weeks.
think this is the 6th Sunday night.
Yes,
So,
yes. They never thought it was going to be 6 weeks. So
so
they're telling us on the news it's good to be out in the sunlight. It's good to be getting exercise. So I hope you go fishing. I hope you go do stuff that you enjoy. Don't go coughing on people, or I wouldn't hang around where there's crowds and stuff. But I hope we're outdoors and getting some sunshine and being healthy, physically and mentally. So again, if anybody needs anything, contact us. We'll try to get you in touch with people that can help you, or we'll try to help you. With that, we're going to say a big thank you to our veterans who with this last song, we always dedicate it to our veterans. And these rights that we keep talking about, we have a right to assemble, a right to free speech, a right to bear arms, and so on and so forth, the Bill of Rights, along with the rules of a divided government, so we have balance of power. That was an idea that they penned down on a piece of paper, but that doesn't keep us free. It's the veteran that keeps us free, right? They went and sealed that piece of paper with their blood, and they stand guard today to defend that piece of paper and those ideas, and that's what I want to stand with every one of them. So that's what this next song is about. The key of C. I will start this in G. If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, well, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Gladstone down to Houston, from New York to LA, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. No, there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, folks. We hope you have a great week, and hope the weather gets nice and stays nice, and you guys get to go out and do some stuff. It's been fun hanging with you guys. Hopefully we see some of you back tomorrow night for the rest of our last day's study. We'll have to go shut this thing off. What's that?
no, don't touch.